end zone. And he'll be out of bounds. 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across. Very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. James has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for LA. 52 yards. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert back to the air. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, James. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Montgomery will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Herbert. They'll get that complete to Albert O. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Albert O, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Gets it off to Freeman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Yes.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Back-to-back completions here to Freeman. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown! A great play there. 37 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it with James. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. James. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the final clocking there, according to Next Gen Stats, that sack occurred in 2.2 seconds. So the pass rush overwhelming that time. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
First down, Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. Down to about the 45.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 11. Burrow will throw. On the move to his left. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Here we go. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Rolling. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Charger drive about to get going. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Wants to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They go play action with Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mixing up the middle.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
10 more there and another first down.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
12, 12.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He finds his man complete. It's James. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert now. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the sack on first down, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you're not looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and
1. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Freeman.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bengals.
Burrow on play action. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And
the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, they're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Allen! A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here we go. Thomas.
First down.
11 Thomas.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy that can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
12. 11 mighty.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw again. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Taking it right down Broadway. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch.
Come on, Kenneth. You gotta pick that, bro.
That goes for a gain of 31. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, we gotta go score.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built on the efforts of this defense.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now they go play action now. Burrow under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to look deep. Symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Down to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs on in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here's James. And he's got some space here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it.
Touchdown, Chargers! A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And he will find his man Chase complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a...
And now here's another interception.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On the ground, it's James. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. James has got it. Complete. And some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
94, 93, 94.
We want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game,
GG's, bro.
carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Facts. Yeah, that shit was sick.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. James, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, You make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Chargers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.
Cool.